Hi, my name is David Putnam, the author of the Bruno Johnson series. Bruno Johnson is an ex-cop, ex-con, and he rescues children from toxic homes in South Central Los Angeles. He couldn't do it when he was a cop because he had too many rules and regulations to follow. Now he goes outside the law to rescue the children. I'd like to thank Scream for having me here today. They asked me to tell a campfire kind of story. I don't know if that means like Halloween or some kind of creepy, scary story. So I'm going to tell a story that I can't put in one of my books because in this case, life is truer than fiction and nobody would believe it. But this is, what did you say? Life is stranger than fiction. My wife just corrected me. So this happened on Halloween one night when I was working. I didn't actually go to the call, but I have the call history to memorialize it because people say, no, it didn't really happen. Well, this one Halloween, excuse me, this gentleman was using a muscle relaxer to extent, and he overdosed on it. He was using too many, and the day that he overdosed, I think they figured he took 30 because his tolerance kept building. So he was walking across his front yard, and he drops dead from the overdose of the muscle relaxer. It's Halloween night, so the children think that he's a prop, and the kids are stepping over him to get to the front door to claim their treat. The front door's open, and his wife is in the house with the door open and watching a big screen TV, and her husband has fallen out on a number of occasions, so she doesn't think it's a big deal. But along about midnight, she thinks it's too cold for him, so she goes and picks him up by the boot and drags him in. When she's dragging him, he bangs his head and tears his shirt because he's not moving, he's dead weight. She gets inside and she feels his face, and it's cold, so she sticks a thermometer in his mouth, but his teeth are locked together for rigor mortis. So she flips him over, pulls his pants down, and sticks the thermometer the other place, and pulls it out and goes, oh, he's cold. So she takes all his clothes off, and she uses a hair dryer to heat him up, trying to warm her husband up because he's cold. So this is a not so nice area that they live in, and an officer was patrolling it, driving real slow down the street, and she looks out her front door, which is still open, and she sees the marked unit, and so she goes running outside. Deputy, my husband's sick. So deputy calls for paramedics, and he comes running inside, and there's a dead guy laying on his stomach, naked, with a thermometer in his butt, and a woman trying to warm him up with a hairdryer. That's a true story. There's another true story that is hard to believe, but it's happened in real life to my family, and I don't have time to tell that particular one because it's a little bit involved, but it deals with hiring a hitman and my favorite uncle getting assassinated, and my aunt and my cousin going to jail for prison, and my mom's front door getting kicked in by the Mexican mafia, and my cousin and nephew kidnapped. If you want more of that story, you can follow me on Goodreads and pull up my review of In Cold Blood, because I went off a little script there and I wrote a little bit of that story, a little thumbnail sketch of it. But thank you for having me, and pick up a Bruno book. I'm sure you'll like it. Thanks.